Hey, 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 hey. Paige Kennedy. Paige Kennedy. Let me go back. Paige Kennedy is tremendous. He's fantastic. He's awesome. And he is in the building. Go live with Paige Kennedy. Uh, so let me tell y'all how I know Paige Kennedy. Nope. No, you don't have your guns out. You're so extra.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got it off the muscle. Ain't gonna fight on tussle.
All right, since you're gonna do that. Wait a minute.
Good. Okay.
Wait a minute. I gotta manipulate my angle though.
Hey, everybody screenshot this.
Hey,
Everybody screenshot this right here. Hey, screenshot it.
screenshot it.
Screenshot that right there.
I need to pull a muscle in my damn arm.
I know I'm over here trying to like work it out. I done got a Charlie horse in my damn.
Oh goodness! All right, so let me tell you how I know Paige Kennedy, and I'm a rock star to my oldest boy Sebastian, the 13-year-old, because we know Paige Kennedy. Paige Kennedy and I worked together on our Netflix series, The Upshaws. So he plays one of Mike Epps' best friends in the show, and he is hilarious on the show. Oh my God, he's so funny. And then we got the nerve to have our dressing rooms next to each other. Oh my goodness gracious. So hi, Paige.
Tell them the story. Tell them the story of me being in love with you, you not knowing who the hell I was, and then one day you bring your son there, and I'm like, please tell your mama who I am, since you are in love with me. He's like, man, I love you so much. And I was like, please tell your mama that I'm somebody important. I want her to love me too. Tell them what happened when
So Sebastian came up to me, and Sebastian is not on social media at all. But he watches YouTube videos and things like that, of course, with the parental, consents and guidelines and all that. And
clearly not if he watches Paige Kennedy.
Shut up! You busted me out because I was trying to show I'm a good parent. So, oh God! All right, wait a minute. Don't on Instagram. I thought they fixed this. So, guys, if Paige and I get cut off, you know the drill. Come right back, okay? We're going to pick back up with Paige Kennedy. And then we've got Randy Havens from Stranger Things. Randy's going to be here. And then we're going to finish up with Bob Van Dillen, the wonderful meteorologist and personality from HLN, especially Morning Express with Robin Meade. So we still got some great dudes coming up, okay? Paige, we've got 30 seconds, so I'm going to call you back. All right, jump right back in on IG, okay? So give me a minute to reset, okay? All right, we're back. We're going to finish up our awesome dude chat with Paige Kennedy. Then we've got Randy Havens from Stranger Things, and then Bob Van Dillen from HLN. So, Paige, are you still? See, did he? Now y'all heard me tell him. Y'all heard me say. And he's so funny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute. Cancel that. Where are you? Mr. Randy Havens, I'll be right there. Let me just finish up with that crazy Paige Kennedy. See, y'all heard me tell Paige. Y'all heard me tell him. Go out and come back in. Thanks for coming back in, everybody. Tell me, are you guys loving this so far? What a great day already, okay? There he is. What a great chat we've had with dudes already. And now this awesome dude, Paige Kennedy, is about to come back in the building. Randy, I'm coming right to you. Randy Havens from Stranger Things. Oh! There's the gun show.
We back. We back like we never left.
Like we never left this piece. All right, so Paige, want to ask you about, again, we've been talking to a number of really awesome dudes, and this backdrop, this canvas that we're painting some new norms on. This canvas of, kind of two pandemics with racism, with Rona. But also just, again, let's not lose sight of the fact that it's still 2020. And even though it's not the new, somebody said those muscles, but I'm sure they mean my muscles and not yours. But 2020, it's just, to me, it's, everybody anticipated all this vision and clarity. I just don't think we were expecting it to come like this. And
Right.
in the midst of this, you are a source of laughter. You are a source of release, I think, for people, like a destination between your TikTok, your IG, where people feel that they can come and just kind of, that it's okay to laugh, that you have to. What don't you?
Yeah, I think with healing you need laughter, because it's a gift that's given to us to allow us to be able to heal. And a lot of comics that they come from tragic upbringings, which is how they have these stories to make fun of them so that they can deal with them. And so with healing comes laughter. And I had a struggle with that at first. And I put out a video that I don't usually do, where I'm just like actually just talking to the camera, because I was confused on how to feel. I was confused on how to move, because I was putting all of my attention started to get geared towards that, to the awareness and getting that out there. But then I was like, but also, everything is all that now. So like, where's the balance? Like I would like to be able to have some type of balance in there, so it's not just only that is primarily that, but I wanted to be able to sprinkle some, because if we stay trapped in it only, then we just gonna go through every day depressed and all of this stuff. So I feel like the awareness needs to be there, change needs to happen, and needs to have the focal point on there. But then we also need like a breath. We need some respite at a point.
I'm sorry, what was that last one? We need some
respite. I learned that
you
word.
were saying that you was dropping it. You was dropping. Even Jamel popped in. Jamel, who it was on the show with us, and he
said some what?
I swear for God, I was trying to be
respite.
Because listen, you was dropping it. You was dropping it. You was giving it. I was with you. I was with you. And then you said,
hey, I just learned that word like 2 weeks ago from the commissioner of the NBA, and he was like,
I said it right.
Hey, he hit me with a, we all need some respite, and I was like, respite, and I like word porn, so I love big, beautiful words.
Wait a minute, because if you're gonna call this word porn, then this is that's no.
What?
Listen,
I love words.
Me too, and I'm a wordsmith. Okay,
me
I
too.
feel you on the whole word.
So if I hear a new word,
listen, but you can't say respite. It's a T. Respite. Somebody please type the word and put it on the screen for the babies. For the
she said, it's a T. It's a T. You see, you spell a word, it's a T there. And you need to pronounce it. Otherwise, the people are not going to be able to understand what you're saying, baby. Come on now. Somebody type the word respite.
Because I asked them to.
Type rest. They don't even know what it means. So they're not going to be able to type it.
No, baby. They know what respite means. They've heard me use respite.
thank you so much. Some respite. It's the ceiling fan is on, so you couldn't really hear. I said some respites, but it sounded like I put an S in it because I was drinking my protein shake, and a lot of S's be coming on after I be drinking that, because that's what happens. So I meant we need some respite. Some respite, damn it. And you know what, Jamel? Hey, Jamel, kiss my butt, because your ass didn't know respite or respite. You was just like, he said he needs some rest. He was like, y'all need some rest from all of this.
Okay. Oh God. So somebody said, so what does it mean?
It means we need a little time away, a little break, you know, from all of the stuff that's going on. We need some release, like what she said earlier. And speaking of, if y'all need some release. All right, never mind. Anyway, what you said?
You see what I got to go through? This what we did when we at work, Saints. Okay. Oh,
this is the emoji.
Okay, so somebody said respite.
Respite. That's what it is. The word is respite. And that's what we need. You know what? I'm about to start laying up all the words on y'all. Y'all don't play with me. I'm a wordsmith too. I got bars up in this. Some respite, damn it.
Okay. Somebody said it's between the funeral and the food. There's a repast. It's between the funeral and the food.
Yo, y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy as hell, man. Hey, Kim silly than a mother. She said it's a tea, fool.
Okay, all right. So I guess that's the point, family. Laughter is medicine.
It is.
Laughter is a part of healing.
Yes.
The universe damn sure has a sense of humor.
Yep.
The universe understands and helps to create irony and karma. Yes, but a sense of humor in that genuine, like we just had, belly laugh. That's a part of it. Otherwise, why would we have been given mechanisms to have it and to enjoy it? Why would it produce some of the, watch this, endorphins that laughter produces? Laughter produces a lot of good things inside of you. Don't say nothing. Just let that lay.
You know my brain. You know how my brain works.
I got to go. I got two other folks. We done spent 10 minutes on just giggling.
Because we needed some respite.
But
they can hear all of that from them and wonderful stories, and they can talk. But with me, they need some respite.
That's right. We need some respite. Yes. Okay, so Paige, when you, as a parent, okay, because you are on your Instagram with your sons, things like that. How are you navigating all this in addition to utilizing your gift to share laughter and create laughter? But how do you manage all of this as a parent? You know, I know we had a text thread, you, me, and Jamel Simon, who was on the chat last week. He's in the building now, but we were talking about as parents, how much we share, don't share, how much we expose, that sort of thing. So for you, what's kind of your navigation with all this?
You know, during this time has actually been a wonderful nuance that's happened with my son, Tim. He's the 22-year-old that you guys see in the majority of my videos. Because he's a late bloomer, you know, he's a house cat like me. So he's not like out in the world like that. You know, he go hang out with his friends every now and then, but he just kind of plays his game and he stays like in this circle. So I've never had him have conversations with me, like back with his own opinion on this type of stuff before until this time. And it was just remarkable to hear his own thought pattern and how it worked and how it was pro that, because he, you know, a lot of times with these kids when they're online and they the vitriol that's spread online with them that they think is fun, they say all type of crazy things to each other. And so usually when something bad happens, you know, he and his friends, like, I don't know, maybe because they're uncomfortable or whatever, but they like don't take it so seriously. But this time he took it very seriously. And he was making his own posts, you know, and like he didn't call on me to help him figure that stuff out. And I love that he went to protest with his own friends, you know. And so that was an amazing point for me, because I get to have conversations with him that are real conversations and not just me talking, only lecturing, but we having dialogue back and forth. And so that has been great. And then my 8-year-old, I was able to take him out when it was safe to show him so that he could be a part of history.
Yes.
Because this is something that he's going to remember. You know, he's going to remember this time. And you know, and I'm not afraid to show him things. And so what's been tough, though, is I also have a 7-year-old that lives in Ohio. Now, he is my only mixed race child. And so the difficult thing with that is, since I'm not as hands-on with him, it's harder to have those conversations without the help of the other side of the family pushing that narrative. Because I think they think he's too young to know or talk about or understand, which I don't. But when it's just coming from me through a phone, it's not as effective and powerful. And so that's been a little difficult to try and get him to understand that, because it's just like coming from my area. But my boys here, we talk about it, we have discussions. I actually did this Instagram video that wasn't funny. It was empowering, and the video is basically,
is that the eggs?
No.
Okay.
It was a simulation. It was just music playing and text, and it was a simulation of us being pulled over and Tim wanting to ask why, and getting pulled out and handcuffed and etc. And me teaching him, listen, we don't necessarily have the privilege to question this stuff. We're supposed to be able to do that. This is our right to be able to do that. But what I'm teaching my kids is, do you want to be right or do you want to be alive? You know, because you can be right all you want. And a lot of times as Black people, we express ourselves. We have vibrato and can be vociferous, and like we say our stuff, and I just feel like I would rather you be safe. You know, we can figure this shit out later. You know, let's be safe. You need to, as my kid, you need to get home. You know what I'm saying? And we can ask all the questions and stuff later, but we need to get you safe, especially right now. You know what I mean? And so I did that video because I wanted people to share that for other Black men, other young Black men, so that they can see that and they can know. Because a lot of times what we see is, I've seen so many things of us like feeling like we have privilege and cussing at the cops, yelling at them, screaming, you can't, blah, 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 blah. But they can. And at the end of the day, if you're not here no more, it doesn't matter if you were right.
Right. Yeah.
So I put that video out because I thought it would be helpful to see. And it's tough in the video because you can see Tim is bothered by the fact that he can't express himself or ask questions. And so that was the, thing in it.
Yeah. Well, that's a wonderful set of parenting skills that you're showing, and guys, everybody parents different. Okay. So, what works for Paige may not work for you. what works for me may not work for Paige. So everybody has different parenting. Where can they find this video? Is this on your IG? Is it on your TikTok?
Yeah, it's on my IG. You probably have to scroll down for a couple weeks, but it has like text on there. You'll be able to tell the difference from like my funny videos, and this one has the surrender song that's playing, and you see the text and you see us kind of acting it out. So they probably have to scroll down for like 2 weeks to be able to see it.
Well, I
it's
think
powerful,
that it's very powerful, and I feel like you know, that this is another helpful tool for men as they are, you know, just trying to find ways and figure out how they have conversations with their son. And yes, first and foremost, Black men to their Black sons. That's what's going on in our household. But then you also have just parents of other colors, other races, other cultures who want to express and educate their children so that they can be responsible citizens. So even if it's not something that may quote unquote happen to them, that they have an awareness of. So I appreciate, you know, you and Tim for taking that type of opportunity and making people uncomfortable, including yourselves, in order to do that. Yes, and not just somebody said, what about the Black girls? That's you know, that's another lane in and of itself, you know, and there's a lot of huge moving pieces to this, and no one can be left out of the narrative and the conversation because we're all affected by this. So,
right? And it goes for them too, like that. You know, just because I have a Black daughter as well, and she can be, you know, she could be even more so than my son when it comes to something like that, but that applies to her as well. That you have to kind of, until we figure out a way where we can do like they can do,
until they get back to their proper training and the consequences if they don't get back to their proper training. So absolutely.
I think this is very important. So to the person that asked how they can find it, to make it easier when I get off of here, I'm going to repost it on my story. So it'll be there for you, just because I felt like, you know, I felt like that was very important, because I saw a lot of videos, just a lot of videos. Now sometimes I saw we could be doing the right thing. We can be complying.
Very
we can
much
be
so.
not
And
resisting, and it still happens. And so that there's nothing you can do when it comes to that. They just have an agenda, and that's what's going to happen. But if there is something that we can do, we need to do that. We don't need to exacerbate the situation, you know, by giving them a reason, or giving, you know, you look in the comments and people like, oh, well, you can see he was talking back to, like, it's like any excuse that they can find. We need to take that away from the equation.
No, I feel you. Thank you, brother, for the laughter. Thank you for the education and your passion. You know, you are clearly a passionate dad, you know, and that to me is a part of wellness. That is a part of don't leave him alone about
exacerbate.
I didn't want to. I was just.
I know. I saw it in her eyes when I said it. She was like, "It's the X in there. It's the X page, baby. It's the X in there."
Sir, I say good day to you. Good day, sir. I say good day. I'm not messing with you right now, Paige Kennedy. I'm supposed to be downstairs in 4 minutes. Randy Havens, are you in the building? Randy Havens, are you still in the building? Randy, my dear, are you still here? Randy Havens from Stranger Things. Randy, Paige Kennedy out. Let us know if you guys are enjoying these, and not just enjoying them, but what you're getting from these, you know, these chats, these conversations, giving the gentleman the chance to why did this nut put an X on there? Paige Kennedy, you're ridiculous. But giving people a chance, especially giving our gentlemen a chance to chat, and a chance to share, a chance to connect, you know.